It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Notre Dame's offense is on the field for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because...
There he goes! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as he skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early, get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Give to the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next one?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Balkinson. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Pass interference. Defense. 1 yard. 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 1 yard.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They might need a telescope to find the 1st down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play-action fake. That's caught. It's Flanagan. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the boot, looking for his man. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Notre Dame will get things started with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State, and you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You've got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Balkinson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Balkinson. He's got his man, makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. Makes the grab. It's Spears. Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Finally, this this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Punch it out of the air.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to throw, it's Balkinson. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Noles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Pulls it in. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. A 1st down run in the red zone. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Balkinson. Finds his back in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Got it in the middle. It's Mung. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures.
False start on offense.
has changed in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida State's offense will start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys
breaks into the open. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. From the shotgun, the inside give. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Back to pass, it's Balkinson. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now,
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Makes his man miss.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the back over the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Spears. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Balkinson. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles! big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game. Slip him in the secondary, make that big play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that forward.
The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Balkinson. Steps away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down
been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Notre. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Noles are in the hurry-up.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And the Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Balkinson. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work, but always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that play. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Thrust that arm out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot for the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And he Makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Noles want to crank the tempo. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll line up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Balkinson. Snags it over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Blade. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Balkinson. They'll run the screen.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Wide open downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football arm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw it. Throwing right. He's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Back to the ground with the running back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Balkinson. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense facing fourth down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The throw. Complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going back to the ground. Finds a little space. Makes a pass to Marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a man, it's Balkinson. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him still on his feet. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think...
Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Seminoles! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Flanagan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Balkinson. Quarterback adapted. That's caught. It's Mung. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to smack into the ground. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Open space at the 25. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Balkinson. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And it's his 4th interception of the game. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Notre Dame would love to just run this thing out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Can't get him to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard.